I noticed that recently on some dating apps, many users have changed their location to big cities in the West. These users are typically based in Southeast Asia and Africa, but they change their location to London or New York or Paris, etc. There would be a lot more from China, but the Great Firewall keeps out the vast majority of chancers from that country. So many of these users are based in the Philippines, and I was thinking, why? Is it really so bad there? Are they all trying to escape the Philippines? Well, the main reason for this is that now everyone has a smartphone, so they have easy access to these apps. The reason that they are trying to connect with people in the West is because they see it as a way to escape their own country where they have less economic opportunities and social mobility. They still live in male-dominated societies. Women may earn less than their male counterparts. Promotion may be impossible because of the expectation that they will have children. They may be stuck in low-skilled jobs due to economic necessity or lack of opportunity in education. They may also be trying to escape from unhealthy relationships, either through fantasy or pursuing a long-distance relationship that will lead to them eloping. Or it may just be that the individual is seeking the gratification of their own vanity. They feel empowered by the attention that they get on these apps. Lack of opportunity in the job market leads to economic hardship and a desire to escape. It also leads to serious social problems such as crime, and in this context that means online scams. The vast majority of people who change their locations on dating apps are not con artists, but some are. There's a huge variety of scams, but most of them involve the con artist trying to get money or personal information from you. These scams are perpetrated by men and women. The most famous example in recent years was Simon Leviev from The Tinder Swindler on Netflix. There are also men who pass themselves off as women. There are malware scams where your new romantic interest will send a fake link that will download spyware or malware onto your computer. There are dating sites where all the profiles are fake. And maybe the most sinister of all, there is sextortion, where people might threaten you with releasing private photos, videos, or messages unless you hand over money or fulfill other favors. Some of these fraudsters are quite sophisticated and plausible, but others are super basic. The problem is that it's easy to blindside and trick a horny man who's just trying to get laid, or exploit a woman who's desperately caught up in some romantic fantasy, like the Tinder Swindler did. Successful con artists know how to blind their marks with the prospect of what they desire the most. Red flags include requests for money, relationship moving too quickly, never meeting in person, only messaging or talking over the phone, never over video chat. How to avoid such scams: use reverse image searches so you can identify fakes. Use video chat and meet in real life in a safe environment that you're familiar with. Keep personal information confidential. Ask a lot of questions. You need to be particularly vigilant if you're traveling abroad. For example, in China, there is the famous tea scam. There are many variations, but a contemporary example is that a horny foreigner, it's always a horny foreigner getting themselves into a scrape. They will find an attractive woman on a dating app. They will arrange to meet and have dinner at a restaurant. Unbeknownst to the mark, the woman will order an item on the menu that is ridiculously expensive. It's usually tea or alcohol. If the mark refuses to pay the extortionate bill at the end of the meal, the restaurant staff may threaten him. The woman in the restaurant are, of course, in cahoots. Avoid this kind of scam by meeting in locations that you choose that are public and safe. Modern romance. Be safe with your online flirtations.